So let me repeat that. Every morning on Empowering Morning Conversations, we get together to negate, to destroy the effects of all the negativity that is bombarding us every morning. We work in this conversation to give you tools that will allow you to be powerful and effective and have a life of ease and joy. Every morning we work so that you don't go on in your default mode. Okay? Default mode is the mode where you just keep doing things automatically without thinking, without intention, or you are only reacting or resisting whatever is happening. So you react to a situation, you do what the situation asks you to do. That's all we do. So today morning, I've decided to give you 4 or 5 different tools or hacks or activities so that you do this without fail every day and have a happy day. Okay, so let me tell you what. First one, remember that you have something called the power of generation. Now, what is this power of generation? Power of generation is the power to generate whatever feelings you require so that you can give your 100% in life. And I can explain that a little more elaborately in a little while. But remember, power of generation, if you had, suppose you could generate any feeling that you want. What feeling would you like to generate? I would like to generate happiness, enthusiasm, passion early in the morning. Okay? So that we start the day with passion, enthusiasm, and energy. Second thing is learn or practice something that will keep your attention in your control. The problem in life is our attention gets pulled in all directions. But where do you think your attention should be? It should be on your targets, your goals, your intentions. But we don't have much power in focusing our attention where it is required. So do those exercises which I have told you. And I will tell you today also if you hold on. Next one is, so I've told you 2. One is remember that you have the power of generation, use it. Second one is get your attention in your control. Third one is be clear about your intention. In the beginning of the day, be clear about your intention. What do you want to accomplish every day? What do you want to accomplish today? That's the third one. The fourth one is enrich your mind. See, when you come here, you are enriching your mind. You can further enrich your mind by reading something, at least 15 minutes of reading something that will inspire you, that will give you a new direction, that will open up new possibilities for you. And the last one is for today. Do something for your body. Your body likes to move. Your body likes movement. So do something for your body. Like what I do every morning when I get up, I do my 3-minute scientific yoga. During the day, I definitely do 1 round of Tai Chi. So you can do whatever you like. Do something for your body. So these 5 things that I've told you, it'll be nice if you ask me to tell you more about it, if you do. So any of you want to respond to that? Yes, Reddy Garu. One moment, please. Just give me 1 second. Okay, now you can unmute yourself, Reddy Garu, and speak.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Good morning.
Good morning.
I just want to know more about enriching your mind, because mostly we are doing that not by reading, by going through apps, by going through the media. Is it okay, or reading is much better?
Look, unfortunately, going through the media is only conditioning you with all the negativity that they are bombarding you with. See, unless you read only those articles which inspire you, give you new ideas, open up new possibilities to life. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So what I would recommend is you have a book, you
Yes.
know, you get a book. I have given you all, at least the people who are a part of Good to Great, I've given you a book called Magic.
Yeah.
If you don't have anything else, read that book. And there are many other books that I've recommended. If you want more recommendations, I will give you. Read something every day.
Okay, sir.
It enriches your mind. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you for asking that question. Okay, who else? Very nice to have you, Mr. Bhagat, for the first time. You're most welcome. So I'm just explaining to people what we do here. Would you like to introduce yourself, Mr. Bhagat? You can unmute yourself.
Hello.
Hi.
Yes. Good morning. I'm Surendra Bhagat from Rotary Club of Mumbai Sion, and
Oh.
I stay at Parel. Today I am free because of my cancer activity. I am not gone there because of my cataract operation. That's why I am joining the your session.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to meet you again.
Thank you.
We had met at your club meeting, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, good. All right. So anybody, anything about these 5 little hacks that I've given you this morning? So Rama is here. Let me ask him to talk about power of generation. Rama, if you can hear me, please unmute yourself and speak about the power of generation.
Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Good
So
morning.
the power of generation is to basically generate whatever the emotions we want, which is useful for us to do whatever we want to do. So this is something we have been practicing in EMC on a regular basis. So we like to generate happiness and laughter. So that's the power of generation, which we can do anytime.
Right. Thank you for sharing that. So I'll tell you why we need this power of generation. See, the circumstances are always influencing us. You know that. The circumstances significantly impact our actions. So if you're in a good mood, your actions are different. If you're motivated, your actions are different. If you're feeling discouraged and sad, your actions are different. Your anger, your actions are different. Now, all these things, the outside circumstances are influencing us. So will you be powerful if outside circumstances are influencing you? Certainly not. Now, how do outside circumstances influence you? Through your feelings. So if you have the power to generate your own feelings rather than letting outside people, outside situations influence you, will you not be powerful? So whatever feeling you require in order to give your 100% in life, you can generate that. So one thing which we do here is we do it very frequently. Let's do it again. Let us generate some 100% laughter this morning. Okay, whether you feel like it or you don't feel like it. When I say 1, 2, 3, we will all laugh 100%, and you can do it even without making a sound, whichever way you want to do it. So 1 and 2 and 3 and go. Come on, guys, do it. So just imagine, you could just do it, Now, have you seen that if you are happy and you're smiling, then the people around you also become happy and smiling. Yeah, especially useful for company owners, especially useful for team leaders and managers, people are mostly full of doom and gloom. And if you can generate a little bit of, laughter, they are also inspired, they're also happy. And let me tell you something, when you're happy and you're playful, your productivity is much more. Your understanding is much more. Little children are happy and playful. That's why they pick up things so quickly. So you got that? That's about the power of generation. Now, whatever feeling you want to generate, soldiers go and generate passion and anger. When they take that rifle and they go, charge! That's what they're generating because it's required. So you figure out what is it that you require and you generate that. Now let's talk about getting your attention in your control. See, let's figure out and experience something. Then you will come to know whether your attention is in your control or not. Okay, so this you have to do silently. I want you to pick up one object in your room, wherever you're sitting, any one object, and give your 100% attention to this object until I tell you to stop. So even if your attention wavers, अगर आपका मन अगर थोड़ा सा भी भटका तो आप फेल हो गए. Right? So let me see if you can keep your attention on one object and for how long you can keep it there. Attention does not mean only looking at that object. So start. All right, you can stop now. And I'd like to get some feedback from you as to what was your experience while doing this exercise. One by one, you can unmute yourself. First, raise your hand. I'll ask you to speak. I'd like to hear from everyone. What did you notice? आपने क्या देखा when you were doing this exercise? क्या अनुभव किया? Major Saab, welcome. Go ahead.
So initially, I found it very, very easy. But as time progressed, I found my mind trying to waver. So I again came back. Initially, I was successful, but slowly I found that the concentration was going. The moment I realized
what was happening?
I found the concentration going, and then it again came back. The moment I thought I had to fix my mind on one particular object, then my mind started becoming my own slave. And then it happened. Initially, it did had its own tantrums, but finally I was able to overpower it, and then I was able to continue to see the object.
Okay, so let me try and translate what you said. You're saying initially you were able to keep your attention focused.
Yes, sir.
And afterwards, your mind started going here and there.
Correct, sir. Exactly.
Right? And then you were able to bring it back.
Yes, sir. Exactly.
And then it would go again. All right, very good. Thank you for sharing your experience. Very well, I'm aware of that. Okay, who's next? Yes, Abu Bakr, go for it.
Yeah, good morning, sir. Yeah, same like I also try to concentrate on in my class, but lots of distraction came from my side. I've tried very hardly to concentrate on this object.
Great. You tried very hard to concentrate on the object. Okay.
Yeah,
And
and
it
the
was
others comments where who is sitting with me, their comments, they don't know what is happening here, so their comments also distract me
yeah.
several times.
So you notice this is what exactly happens in life all the time. It's
Yes,
hard to
exactly.
keep your attention in your control. Okay, who's the next
Yeah.
person? I
So
want
we
to.
will keep on get the comments right from others. They don't know what is true. What is his plan?
Yeah. So in your workplace and when you are with people, can you stop them from doing or saying what they want?
We cannot do that, right?
Yeah. So you have to do what you have to do and keep your attention where you want to.
Correct.
Very good.
Yeah.
So we need to develop this muscle. Yes, Madam Niti ji.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
It was a new kind of an exercise where, like Major Saab said, initially it was easy and then the attention started wavering. But correct me if I'm wrong. The exercise kind of taught me that my focus was coming back to the object, but my attention was not 100%. The difference between a focus and the attention is what is coming to me at the moment, where I kept focusing back on the object, but my attention was a little distracted.
Yeah. So we are more interested. See, if you when you are using the word focus, you're saying looking at something.
Yes, the
Right.
mind is there, but the mind is not completely there.
Yeah. So then that is not attention, no? If your
Ah.
attention is where you want it to be, for example, in this exercise, you wanted to be on whatever object you were looking at. Correct?
Yes.
But
Yes.
it was not being there. You were looking at it, still your mind was going here and there.
Yes.
So the trick is, or the strength is, if you can keep your attention where you wish it to be, then you have the power to utilize it. So in a day that we are working, you started with some intention, and during the day you forget your intention because we are unable to keep our attention on the attention on our intention. So there are other things also you have to do, no doubt. But you notice that because your attention has been completely taken away by so many things, you might remember almost at the end of the day, oh, I had to do this also, or something like that.
Right.
Good, thank you for sharing. Who else? Kunan had his hand raised, so let's listen to him.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. I was looking to this object, if you see.
Yeah,
And,
oh man.
Yeah. So when I was looking at this object, my mind took me when I had purchased this and the moment and what is this image and all such as stuffs. So I was lost. My mind took me back in the past somewhere, sir. So
some people are also getting into this whole business of analyzing it. What is this? Like if they're looking at someone also, they'll say, who's this person? What kind of a person is he? Is he listening to me? Is he not listening to me? Blah, 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 blah. But thank you for sharing that. Many people can relate to that also. Okay, who else? What was your experience? What were you experiencing? Come along, don't be shy. So many people shared. Even if you have to say ditto, say that.
let's listen from Priya, what she is doing in the kitchen.
So did she raise her hand? Does she want to speak? Vetri, you've raised your hand, so please speak.
Yes, sir. My experience is similar to Major, sir. I was able to completely focus on that, give attention on a particular object. I could able to see various thoughts come, go, something good, something bad, all those stuffs. But I could able to see that it is all going on.
Yeah, so it's not only about looking, no? It's keeping your mind also there. Yes,
Yes.
Surendra ji, please go ahead.
when I started concentrating, there are no other good or bad thoughts in my mind.
No thoughts at all, huh?
Yes.
Very good. That means you're able, your attention is in your control. At least for this exercise, it was.
Thank you.
Reddy Garu, go ahead.
Sir, the object, what I'm seeing the beauty of it, how beautiful it was, and I was just thinking about it, sir.
Yeah. So if you are thinking about it, are you 100% there? Good question to ask yourself, huh?
Yeah.
Because you are saying, oh, how beautiful it is. Right? Or sometimes we'll say, oh, why is this little dust over here? You know,
Yeah.
it needs to be cleaned. That's still better than mind going here and there. Right?
Okay.
So this is a muscle that we have to develop. And there are exercises that we have taught you. Right? So you can go back and watch the earlier videos and see the exercise. Some of you might remember it. This is something you can keep training your brain to do, keeping your attention where you want it. If somebody is talking to you, keeping 100% attention, not only looking at that person, but also listening to that person, listening to each word, being aware of each expression, being aware of what emotion that person has. That's called power of presence, you know, being fully present. वर्तमान में रहेंगे पूरी तरह से, जिसको आप सुन रहे हो या जिसको आप देख रहे हो पूरी तरह उसके साथ रहेंगे तो अनुभव ही दूसरा होता है. Right? Next one, clarify your intention for the day. So I keep asking this question, right? What do you want to accomplish today? So what's your intention for today? Yes, Hasina ji.
Sir, I was watching a basket full of marbles, but my thought kept on thinking how many marbles there could be. I think I should take the marbles out and count. I said, no, that's such a waste of time. That's all that went on. I said, how many marbles there could be? That's what I was all the time thinking, nothing else.
Hello, at least your attention was on the marbles only. Though it was more about I should count the marbles. See, sometimes when you are more present, more possibilities also show up, na?
Yeah.
So that's a good one. Not bad. You're pretty good at paying attention because you're a very good listener. I know that. Okay. Yeah. So what's the intention for the day, ladies and gentlemen? This is the next one, which you must have at least some clarity about what is it that I will accomplish today. मुझे कितने काम करने हैं, that's different from what will I accomplish today. अब भले ही 200 काम कर लो मगर end of the day कुछ accomplish नहीं हुआ तो क्या फायदा उस काम का. So how do you say accomplish in Hindi? I do not know. You'll have to unmute yourself, Neeti ji.
Hasil.
हासिल. क्या हासिल करना है आज? So that's a question I'm asking you. Would anybody want to say? You must be having in the top of your mind ना, सुबह उठते ही इतना कमिटमेंट है हमको अपना काम करने के लिए कि सुबह सुबह पहला थॉट यही होता है ना कि मुझे आज ये हासिल करना है. मैं मजाक कर रहा हूं. होता है क्या? See, our countdown has started the day we were born, right? Yesterday we were talking about what's your purpose here. Right? Today we are talking to you, okay, what's your intention? Aaj kya karna hai? What are you going to accomplish? Let me tell you, the moment you become clear about that, see, for example, Reddy Garu has got this project about making this almost zero cost, zero running cost mosquito repellent. Okay. It does not even depend on electricity. You don't have to burn anything, right? So he's got that project in his mind. Now, is he thinking, what will I accomplish for my project today? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. What are you going to accomplish today? What are you going to accomplish today? Why is nobody speaking? I wonder. Yes, Reddy Garu.
Sir, actually, there are so many things which are lined up for today. So I plan to prioritize and at least a couple of things by the end of the day.
Yeah, what will you accomplish? That's a simple question. You may do many tasks, but what will it accomplish today? Are you getting it? What will you be accomplishing today? I will do so many tasks,
Yes, sir.
and doing the task also is a kind of accomplishment.
Yeah.
But let us say that you did this many tasks. What would the tasks accomplish? What is the result they will produce?
It makes me happy, sir.
No, but is there a result that it will produce also?
Yeah, definitely, sir.
There is always a purpose, no, for every task that you do.
Yes, definitely.
So if you do many tasks, but purpose is not fulfilled, then will you be happy?
No.
Yeah, so it's be very clear about the purpose that you wish to accomplish.
Okay.
Let us say I'm doing 10 jobs,
Okay.
and the purpose of the 10 job is that some registration should be completed today.
Yeah.
So did it get done? Now ITR filing date is coming very close.
Yeah.
So we may do 20 jobs for that, but did the ITR get filed today?
Okay.
If it did not get filed, then you did not accomplish it, no?
Yeah.
You did many tasks, but result did not come.
Yeah.
So a simple way to say is what result you wish to, create for the day.
Okay.
And I'm taking it a step further. Even if you achieve the result, what would you have created? It makes us look at our objectives in a very different way.
Okay.
Yes, Niti ji, go ahead.
So what is coming to me is there are, like you said, there are multiple tasks to be completed, but I am going to be completing the task such that the end result has to be I feel more dignity in my work, and people see my work with lot more dignity and lot more respect. That towards the work output is what I want to achieve today, accomplish today,
Okay,
and today onward.
may I ask you a question, Niti?
Yes.
They see more dignity, and what's the other thing?
There's dignity and respect for the work output that I do.
What I mean, if there is dignity and respect for the
In
output.
the sense, so when we are working in a team, it's very often that people overreact or quickly react with their discontent and all. So making my work so complete that the other party also feels if this work has come, it is work of accomplishment. It is complete. It'll have a superlative quality to it.
So you have satisfied, or let's say fulfilled the wish of your customer.
Plus myself, that I'm being able to deliver that within stipulated schedules.
That's okay. But if the client said, I don't like it, then?
No, sir. There is an extent one can go with quality of output. The angles can change, but the completeness and the quality factor.
Agreed. I understand that. I agree and appreciate that you wish to deliver quality like that. So that's great. Okay. If it fulfills the expectation of your customer, that's better, no?
Yes, sir.
It's even better if it exceeds the expectation, because it's possible that he's satisfied with mediocre result. You are not. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
So if you exceed his expectations, very good. Or another customer might say that, listen, Niti, we don't want this much this thing. We are interested in speed. How quickly can you give it to us?
Mm-hmm.
In your desire for perfection, it's taking too long.
Mm.
Then Because everybody, see, we are working for someone, right?
Yes.
So if that someone expectations are not fulfilled. So when we are working with someone, are we there to fulfill our own expectations or the other person's expectations also?
The other person's expectations also. However, sir, I somehow have this feeling that my work from my side also, even if I am meeting the deadlines, it still has a scope of desire or a scope. There is still an element of incompleteness, which even I feel, and then, so to be able to execute in that manner, to be able to process the information internally and execute it externally, where there is more completeness in.
I get it. I understand what you're saying, Neeti. See, you're saying that if I do something, it has to satisfy me first. It has to be perfect. It has to be respected. It's great. I understood that. But I'm just putting, what happens with a lot of people like you, and I've seen my elder son doing it, that he's so obsessed with getting that thing so perfectly right that sometimes he forgets that there is a customer to be satisfied. So I'm not talking about you.
See, at the end of the day, the entire work has to be built to the angle that the customer wants.
Exactly. That's all I'm saying. So we shouldn't lose sight of that.
No, that is definitely there. That is definitely the focus. But many times the customer has a bias mindset, and the product cannot be fitted into that bias mindset. Whichever way it is just that whatever level of completeness it is, there is an added element of superlativeness in it.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, either you are able to enroll that person into your point of view, or you get enrolled into his point of view, or you come out with something which is acceptable to both.
Yes.
Anna?
Yes.
Yeah, so got it. Thank you very much for that. So you will feel accomplished if XYZ is achieved. That's what you're saying, correct?
Yes.
I'm saying add a little more to it. I'll be satisfied with what I achieved, and I'll be more satisfied if my client is also satisfied.
Sure.
See, because if you are only answerable to yourself, very good. But then you get paid by that fellow, no?
Yeah.
So that's the thing.
Sure.
Great. Thank you so much. All right. So let's go now to the last point for the day. That is, do something for your body. So what are you going to do for your body today? Ladies and gentlemen, what are you going to do for your body today? So while you're thinking on that, Hasina wants to say something. Go ahead. After that, Reddy Garu. First Hasina ji, then Reddy Garu. Yeah, go ahead, Hasina ji.
Yeah.
We're waiting for you to speak.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Sir, I am overworking myself. I'm looking after my sister, but I'm overdoing it. So when I got up today, I said, I think my body needs little rest. And
Right.
she's on the 10th, she's on a little higher level. So I have to climb up every time. 10 steps, which I'm not supposed to be doing so much. So I've decided that I will stay put either up or down. So I've really decided I will look after my body.
Great, very good. So you're going to do that for your body today. Great. Thank you for sharing. Reddy Garu. Reddy Garu does something for his body every day. He goes for a long walk in a very beautiful park.
Which I talked about a month back, sir. And now I wish to start. I think from tomorrow onward, definitely I'll go for a walk.
Great. Yeah, so if you're not able to walk for a very long time,
Yeah.
have a short walk.
Yes, sir.
Great. Anything else you wanted to share with us?
That's all, sir.
Okay, wonderful. So anybody else, what are you going to do for your body today? You don't necessarily have to tell me or anyone, but just a quick reminder, the 5 steps which you must do every day. Number 1, energy, enthusiasm, whatever it is, especially when you get stopped. Yes, Vilas.
Good morning, sir. Basically, yeah, I will play 45 minutes table tennis with my son. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, yes, very much.
Yeah. And follow the time what I schedule for the lunch and dinner.
Okay, so that's something which you'll do for your body.
Yes.
Congratulations. All right.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Otherwise, let me quickly recap. Number 1, remember to use power of generation. See, a lot of time we have great intentions, but we don't feel like doing at that moment. That's the time when you need to use power of generation. You know, when your mind says, I don't feel like doing it. I'm too tired. I'm too upset. Then you use the power of generation to generate that passion and energy and get back to your job. Next one, get your attention in your control. Next one, be very clear what is your intention and what is it that you wish to accomplish in this day, right? And then do something to enrich your mind by reading something inspirational or whatever you like to do. Listen to something which will encourage you, motivate you. And last but not the least,
Have we lost her or it's just frozen? You think he got frozen, Nitiji?
I think his connectivity is a little low today.
Okay, so let's continue the discussion. I think it's very powerful 5 points what sir has given. And I think he's back. Yeah. So I'm
Please
reminding
carry on,
myself.
sorry.
Yeah, he's back. Yes, sir.
yeah, I said carry on.
Yeah. So I was just repeating the 5 pointers for today. And I have a habit of creating acronyms, abbreviation. So what I have done that IAMBG. So I is intention, A is attention, M is mind, B is body, and then G is for generation of power. So
Wow,
that will
I
be-
am busy. Wow.
It
You
will help
should
me
go
to.
and I think you should join Mr. Modi's team.
I wanted to ask one question, sir. In these 5 pointers, judgment is already there. So shall we also look into that aspects that whether I am judging or not, or
Yeah, you
what-
can add anything you want out of whatever learnings you've had, right? Being aware that I'm judging or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, stop judging. You can add that as the 6th pointer if you want. So that way we'll come out with a list of around 20 things. So I'm saying let's do these 5 basic things at least. And I think stopping ourselves from judging is a very good one. We can add that as the 6th one. Stop judging yourself and others.
Yeah.
Because I've spent so much time on it, I thought it's become a part of your DNA now. Stop judging.
Yeah, it is.
काफी काम कर चुके हैं ना इस पर. So good. Thank you very much, guys, for your wonderful participation today. And we look forward to seeing you again tomorrow morning for another episode of Empowering Morning Conversations.